Hey guys, and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be catching back up on our episodes. So last time on episodes we really didn't get too far because when I was reading the episode they didn't continue on the episodes, and so I couldn't continue watching them. So this episode has 50 episodes, so there's no point of worrying about not being enough. And today we're going to be reading a story called The Lovely One, and it's about this exchange student. Wait, is this the right one? I think it is. It's about, yes, this is the right one, okay. Being an exchange student sounds fun, right? Think again when you have to deal with hot guys and an abusive hot mother. Choices matter. Create character, special art in limelight, or whatever that means. But anyway, so this story is going to be a story where your choices matter, and if you pick one wrong thing, it affects the whole story. And if you pick wrong things altogether, you might not even have a good ending. So that's how the story's going to go. I've already started it, and I've already, made the characters and everything. So basically, I didn't read it, though, so it's all good. So let's get started. October 2nd, 2013 was the day everything began. And I had absolutely no clue because it was just like every other day in this S-hole. We don't have cussing on this channel. On all fours, I crawled out of the ground, whipping out piles of weed, which got stuck in between the steps from the house down to the lake. I am 17 years of being in this world. I've never had to work as hard as in the last 2 months. Ooh, girl, you look dirty. This was a mistake. My hands are red, dry, and sore. My throat's craving for a glass of water, and my eyelids are heavy as a stone. Girl, you gotta get some Z's in, girl. Seem a little tired. I think it takes more than 2 hours to finish. I have precisely 8 steps left to do before I could jump under a hot steaming shower. 8 steps, resembling the amount of months left until I'll be back with my family, until this failed trip will be over. Girl, what happened? Anxiously, I scuffled down the next step, wondering why I made the decision to be an exchange student. This is your mother. Would you like to create her? Yes. Okay, let's just fix her up a little bit. She got to look a little better than that. We can't have her looking like that. She'd be like that. That kind of looks old to me. Let's give her a better hair, because that's not cute. Let's see. There we go. That's good. Okay, she looks fine now. Please, Mom, let me go to America. But why? Everything is good for you here. You have good friends, a boyfriend, good grades. Oh, if you would know how much is going wrong. My English grades need improvement. Girl, you don't have to be good in everything, lovely. Please, Mom. I want to add some spice into my boring and meaningless life. I want to have a crazy adventure and widen my horizons. You say that now, but you're working like a whole slave in your own house. I want to have a crazy adventure and widen my horizons. Girl, you better be grateful that you're even in a house right now and stop trying to expand your horizons. Girl, you don't got no horizons. Fine, I'll think about it. She ain't say yes. What is happening with the camera? Well, so far it has brought me into the small college town Boonville, Missouri, USA. A massive change for a big town girl from Germany. Okay, maybe a town with 100,000 citizens isn't small, but it was so quiet, so calm, so not the adventure I wanted to have. Girl. I never thought being an exchange student means having a full-time job as a maid. Oh, you're working as a maid? A host is a mother of the whom who stays with. So my host mother, which I also like to call my worst nightmare, asked me, more like forced me to do gardening for the last 7 hours. And it's pretty late already, but she told me to get it done with today. Keep working until you're done. Risk getting grounded and take a shower instead. Sucker, when you about to get grounded, you decided to move. That's your fault. I don't want her to be upset with me. And I'm almost done. You might as well finish. A couple more minutes won't hurt me. Even though my dog wouldn't even like to sniff me. That's how bad I smell. Well, you decided to move. Come on, if you hurry, you can be done in 2 hours, Avery. Oh yeah, I named her Avery. I think I named her Avery Golf. I forgot what her last name was. I repeated to myself over and over again with the hope that it would make my hands work faster. But the numbness from the cold and the ripped open spots from the dryness makes it hard to pull them out. With my strength, I continue ripping out the weeds in full speed, hitting the ground with my knuckles, a little ripping open the layers of my skin, letting out my frustration. What? Why are you doing that? It's already bad enough that your hands are already ripping open. A couple more minutes. What you can do is call your mom and tell you when to leave. Oh my Lord Jesus, that scared the heck out of me. Gosh, it scared me. I walk into a giant house with shaking legs, bloody hands, and a heartbeat like I'm about to face my worst nightmares, which I face indeed when I walk into a living room which was bigger than the apartment I used to live in with my mother and my brother. Hello, Avery. Hello, Naemi. Hello, Miss Japan. As soon as my eyes met hers, my entire body got stiff and my voice loosened every little bit of confidence. On a first look, she seemed everything other than terrifying, more like a typical housewife with a frozen smile implied on her face, upholding a fake kid for people outside of the walls. But if you take a closer look, you could tell that this family is falling apart. There's no family pictures, no memories. Everything is perfectly clean, and you wouldn't even dare to leave your shoes on. A little side note, just because her name is Japan, she isn't Japanese. I was gotta think of that. Have you finished the gardening work I gave you? Yes, I'm finished. Yeah, I was not about to get my booty tapped. No, ma'am. Good kid. Here is your $10 for finishing what you've earned. Pleasure is all mine. That's good. Of course you didn't get it. If you want to, you can order pizza with those $10. How generous. At least I'm not grounded now. Today isn't the day I will be ready to confront her about how she treats me. Not today, and probably also not tomorrow. I'm going to confront her. So without another thought, I sneaked into my room, closed the door as quiet as possible, and walked over to my bed. I don't want to live with this woman anymore. I felt like I am the problem, not her. Maybe if I work hard, I can get accepted. After all, I still have 8 months to go. Why did you even move there? I came here to have an adventure. Get yourself together. Girl, what is wrong with your phone? I looked desperately at my phone, hoping a message from my friends from Germany. Girl, you decided to move. Earlier that year. Back in Germany, I was one of those popular girls. My friends were the best. At least I thought they were. I didn't realize back then how superficial they were. Due to me being small and shy, they treated me like their doll. It annoyed me. I can't read for nothing. Tremendously. If you can read it. But I've never had the guts to speak up. See, this is a problem with most people. My mom agreed. I'll go to America in August. And when I told them that I will go to America this year, I got nothing but support. I thought you were kidding when you told us about that. Are you serious? Do you really think you can survive without us? Oh, please. She'll get lost without us. Who are you? Who said I needed you? I don't know who you think you are. I'll rip every extension out of your head, okay? You better shut up. They tried to suppress me, pretend like I'm some 10-year-old claiming it was all to protect me. You know we just want what's best for you. Okay, never mind. Oh, please, she knows that. You're a little doll. What? How are you friends with them? I would have already been gone if they called me little dog. Like, that's cool and all, but that's not going to happen. So why exactly do you want to leave? I always wanted to get out to know other culture. That was my standard response. But what I was really looking for was adventure. A year is nothing, guys. What? Oh, my Lord Jesus. Mitchell, a tall, Reddit average looking boy and my boyfriend at the time. Your girlfriend will go to America for a year, getting herself some hot football players. You're kidding me, right? He is not supportive. That is not okay. I mean, I wouldn't be supportive, but you know. We'll leave you two lovebirds. Yes, please. Great friends, huh? Yeah, they're not friends at all. They're just people that has you on a string with a puppet. Was Gritton just messing with me, or is it true that you'll leave? Mitchell, you know it's my dream to see the world. It's everybody's dreams. But it ain't their dream when they get rocked in their face by something that's not supposed to get their face rocked by. Oh my gosh, my allergies. Okay, you could travel in the summer. No, that's not enough. Why does nobody get it? So am I just a stupid boy toy for you? Well, that's really rude. For the next couple minutes, Michael complained about me making his decision without him. I didn't interrupt I can't read for nothing. I didn't interrupt him because he was right in every word he said. I'm sorry, Michael, or Mitchell, whatever your name is, but I've made up my mind. Then we're over. That's really rude. Let him go. It's better this way. I can't be with someone that is so far away. Shoot, I ain't gonna try. I don't even want you. You ugly. Mitchell will remember that you didn't fight for him. I don't like you. So you didn't even try to convince me that I'm wrong? No. Hey. You said we over. I ain't about to hold my hand out, pray, pride, beg. You said we over. We over. I'm out. Have fun with the football players. I sure will, sucker. I was actually shocked when he left. I actually felt relieved. He gave me the freedom to live my new life. Yeah, your new life as a maid. He never treated me that well. Anyway, I wasn't in love with him either. At that moment, I didn't even know what love was so far. That's pretty sad. I never would have thought I'd figure it pretty soon. My friends from Germany had forgotten about me the second my plane landed in America, which I wasn't upset about, because I don't want them to know they are right. I'm living in an abusive host mother, a host father who is always at work, and a host sister who couldn't care less about me, and that I don't even dare to speak up. I'm lost without him, and I miss them, even though my friendship was built off of beauty, boys, and babbling about nonsense I never really cared about. I press the home screen, and there it is, a message from moody, independent Puerto Rico girl from culinary arts class. What's up, girl? Do you want to come over? Brianna? Oh my gosh, my allergies make my eyeball leak. This has been the first time since I've hear somebody wants to hang out with me. I'm confused. Why should she be interested? We barely even talk in class. But without continuing the train of thoughts, my thumb pressed themselves independent, if that's what it said. This was my chance of making a friend. I would have missed this opportunity. Be excited about hanging around with her. Shoo, I'll be excited. Oh my gosh, of course I want to come over. Just send me your address and I'll be there in 30 minutes. I can finally escape this house, but first I need a shower. Yeah, you kind of smell like booty. Stink. Why should that lady walk in here? I'm going to be so mad. I feel really comfortable. Let me see the other options. Girly. Dress to impress. Girl, you are not wearing that. Dark. But pretty dark, but it fits my mood. You're going to be comfortable because we're only going over to a friend's house. No time for makeup and hair. So with messy hallway, halfway dried hair, and red spots on my face, I walk into the kitchen. That's pretty gross. My host sister Candy is standing at the counter eating a slice of pizza, barely acknowledging my presence. She's wearing her PJs already. Does she have nothing else to do on a Saturday night as a 17-year-old? Her deep brown straight hair falls perfectly over her shoulders, and even though she doesn't wear any makeup, she always has a perfect skin and long dark eyelashes. She's perfect for others, but not me. You look like a definition of a boring dead inside. She is there to function, not to live. Hey, Candy. Brianna invited me to hang out with her tonight. Dang, drop your whole pizza. Candy's eyes were 2 times bigger than usual. She looked at me, lifting her eyebrow in disgust, like I was telling her that I wanted to spin my liver. Do I have to ask your mother for permission? You scared the poop out of me. The poop? Candy was a good girl. She wouldn't even dare to say the word S-H-I-T in her mouth. Whatever. I'll tell my mom that you went to Brennan's place. I don't know her name. I'm just going to call her Bree. Bree's place. Don't worry about it. Thanks, Candy. You're so nice. So are you friends with Bree now? I don't know. Just be careful around her. She almost sounded like she was worried. Well, almost. She isn't really the best influence on you. And why is that? I have to do homework now. See you tomorrow. Why would you tell me something and just going to be like, I got homework? Don't tell me anything if you're not going to tell me anything. I hate when people do that. Great, now I'm curious. Exactly. I was sure she did it to put this on purpose to confuse me. And she left the pizza on the floor. I would have left it there. Better clean it before Miss Japan thinks I did it. Huh. And watch Candy gonna be like, it was her. After fleeing the scary house 20 meters behind my back, I started to walk like a normal human being. Relax, 5.54 kilometers instead of slow motion. After walking like 9 minutes through a warm October air, going through every possibility of how this night could possibly turn out, I meet Bree in the front of the house. Avery, I'm glad you made it. How are you doing? Bree, a girl where you never knew what to expect. Well, she's sort of quirky, sort of soft and quirky, or be in distance, or maybe happy, smirking like this would never harm her. Today, she wears a peaceful, satisfying smile I could identify if it's fake or real. So far, she seems normal. Thank you so much for the invite, Bree. Calm down. It's no big deal. You're cute. I'm just really glad you text me. My host mother drives me insane, and I'm glad I could get out of the house for a while. I feel you. My mother can be so exhausting as well. Oh, if she would know how much I miss my mother. My mother was the most caring, loving, strongest person I've ever known. She was a good role model when it came to never give up. Also, she was not only my mother, she was my best friend. I remember saying goodbye to her was the hardest thing. I will miss you so much, my lovely one. I'll miss you too, Mom. I said goodbye to her without any tears because I was so excited about what has to come. Again, with no clue what was waiting for me. Please never forget to stay true to yourself. You are perfect the way you are, okay? But I already disagreed with her back then. I was anything but perfect. Oh my gosh. Who's that? I asked other friends to hang out with us. Now come on. I'm already overwhelmed by the fact that I'm hanging out with one person. Due to me being shy, I have trouble making friends and I always act way too loud. I hope you girls are ready for a night full of adventure. Okay. Am I ready? Yeah, are you ready? Oh, that's the end of the episode. Follow me. Episode Naemi. Oh yeah, I changed her hair. I didn't like how it looked. Will you have an adventure you wanted? And will this night turn into a disaster? End of chapter 1. In this story, I'm using the point system. Means that you're gaining minus and plus points for each character with your choices. That impacts your relationship and the way they interact with you. Would you like to know your points to see where you're standing? Yes. Okay, which points would you like to know? Confidence points. You got 0 out of 1 points. John points. So far, you didn't have a chance to gain John points. Japan points. You have 1 out of 1 points. So far, you have her on your good side. Paul points. So far, you didn't have a chance to gain Brian points. You got a 1 out of 2 points. I'm done. Ooh, that is cool. I like that. To be continued. If you like the story, support it by the author by sharing it. Add it to the favorites. It's already on my favorites. I might read one more story and okay. I'm gonna read another story then.
You're going to get out of here. We're going to get married and be together forever. Just like Bonnie and Clyde.
They stuck together just like us. Together until the end.
Oh, the act. Okay, so we're back for chapter 2. And it says a naive kiss. Let's see how this goes. I have to do a couple of things in the middle of it, but it's all good. Wow, how are you even supposed to read that? I'm gonna go sit on my sister's bed and use the air. It's hot. I'm gonna slow it down so you guys can read it on the video, but I can't even read it right now, which is absolute trash. The best part about a kiss is the right before the kiss. Brett Davern. The length of this chapter depends on your choices. Oh, Lord. I have left my perfect, average, simple life because something inside of me was craving for an adventure, for something thrilling, something that will make my personality grow, widen my horizons, and take my breath away all at the same time. Maybe this night is the beginning of what I was looking for. Let's hope, because you seem desperate. This is it. I sit in a car with two strangers, a girl I barely know, and no idea what we're up to. I guess you can call that an adventure already, or an act of stupidity. It's an act of stupidity. After a couple short seconds, I take a closer look at Bree's friend, 2 boys to be exact, and they take my breath away because just like in those stupid high school movies, they're excessively handsome. The driver looks at me in the mirror, sharply. His sparkly blue eyes make me smile immediately. I said blue. I can't. Blood rushes into my cheeks because his tank top shows off his perfectly shaped arms. A football player, perhaps. He notices that I'm checking him out, so my eyes wander quickly to the other guy sitting on the passenger seat. Ooh, my back's itchy. In the reflection of the window sheet, I could see his eyes had the tone of dark chocolate, almost black in the reflection. My heartbeat picks up. Crucially, my neck hairs stand up. I knew exactly who he is. Who is he? It was my first day, which is why I was a little late. I'm sorry I'm late. You must be Avery, the German exchange student. If you ever need any help, I'll always help you. Thank you, Mr. Harrison. Sit wherever you like. Not an easy question considering the 3 seats were empty. How to pick who to sit next to for the year. So I had to stare into a mess of eyes anxiously. He was the only one having his head down. That's why he grabbed my attention, because he wasn't giving me his. Sit next to Hannah. She's really nice. Oh, she seems... And that's when he looked up, only for a short second, but long enough for me to remember them dark chocolate brown eyes filled with so much pain. He looks pretty sad right there. Do I know you, little one? Respond fiercely. Respond polite. I'll respond fiercely. I came to America precisely because of this reason. I don't want to be called little one, so I respond like I have nothing to lose. If you mean little one, I have to disappoint you and tell you that I ain't no little one. Goody two-shoes, you can F over. Yeah, that was a little too much. Yeah, you could chill with that. Brianna gives me a surprised look as she's afraid of John's reaction, and all he does is laugh at me. Let me stop. This isn't the response I prepared for, so I do is awkwardly biting my lip while wishing I had never said those words. So you're in my U.S. history class, right? Yeah, didn't know you remembered. Well, I'm John Denson. I promise you will remember that name. Yeah, sure. I don't like you. What's your name, little one? Avery. Yeah, I named her that. Avery Grace, that's her last name. I tried to sound confident as I could. Do I recognize an accent? It's Italian, Dutch, or even French. She's from Germany, so could you please stop doing a guessing game? Wow, this girl really has a lot of temperament. But what was this for? We were just having a normal conversation. John signaled me. I can't speak English. Jesus. John signals me that it would be better to remain quiet for a while, so I did. Oh my gosh. We're here now. I have almost forgotten about the dude in the driver's seat if he was quiet the entire ride. He really was. We had stopped in a completely empty parking lot store. Again, it looks like a town is dead. Nobody in sight. Don't get caught, John. Chill. Why are you suddenly so tense? What are you doing? See you in a sec, little German. Great. I got a nickname and a cocky boy climbing up my booty. I have a slight notion of what was going on. I can only hope that I'm wrong. What is happening? So John got out the car. And who is the other excessively handsome boy in the car? Again, taking all the courage I have left over the encounter with John, I opened my mouth really. Hey, I think we didn't introduce each other yet properly. I'm Avery. Nice to meet you. Yeah, what is your name? I had heard the phrase, it's nice to meet you, multiple times and I already started to use it as well. The only difference is that I actually meant it. Yeah, what's your name? Yeah, I heard your name. You're disrespectful. Another cocky guy. Use your second chance to show you're confident. Then what's your name? Paul. Are we done with the small talk?
Oh!
Brenda chuckles next to me while I'm trying to not sink too deep into the seat because of disappointment and lack of interest. Whisper, his favorite football team. What? His favorite football team just lost, Avery. He'll get over it. Boys in their sports. You can kiss my butt. Dude, drive. Get out the car. Oh, shoot. What did y'all do? He stole alcohol? What have I gotten myself into? Yes, I wanted something thrilling, but I would have preferred a little party with a couple of beers. Not being an accomplice in a crime. My heartbeat is pumping in quickly as a rock concert on the first show. It's pumping quicker than my first crush kissed me. How could John just walk into a freaking store, grab a bottle, hide it under his shirt, and walk out like it was nothing? It had something admiring with how much confidence and neutral, I don't know, he had done that. Yet, something discomforting knowing that this is normal for him. I, the goody two-shoes, would have probably dropped the bottle before I could even make one step to the exit. That was a close one this time. I didn't even see those cops when I walked to the store. Wow. I'm excited, not because we got away and did something dangerous, but if we gotten caught, they would have sent me back to Germany for good. Back to where I belong from the terrible family. Yes, you got the good stuff, too. Bree screeched like a 10-year-old getting their favorite Barbie doll. This is part of their weekends, stealing and getting drunk. Maybe this is my ticket of getting out of here. Why are you looking so frightened, little German? Peed your pants? Say that you weren't even scared. Explain to him that you could go back to Germany if you get caught with alcohol. I don't know. I'll just say I'm not scared. I'm not scared, just surprised. Whatever you tell yourself, little one. Soon I'll be back home. Don't worry, little German. You're safe with us, I promise. He gave a soft smile, but inside I was screaming. I prefer not being safe. Stop calling me little German, you booty scratcher. Where are you sneaking in at? On the tips of our toes again, yet a different type of sneaking, we walked into Paul's house. It was dead drop quiet. What do you rushed down the basement, which turned out to be Paul's room. Oh, wow, you sleep in your basement? It was really comfortable looking basement. Wow. A little window invites some moonlight into the room, which gives a slightly romantic atmosphere. Before I even looked in the room, once they had already filled their red cups, the drink of rum poured into with a cider. The way they chucked it showed me how weak they actually are. They don't drink it for pleasure or for some fun. They drink it to get their demons out of their head, even though it's just for one short night. Little German, start drinking. Sucker, I don't drink. I'm not allowed to drink in the U.S. We're all drinking, so. Oh, Avery, I thought you would have some more fun. Don't pressure her to do something she doesn't want to do. Exactly, I don't want to drink, you suckers. Paul defending me made me almost forget about my first rude impression of him. I would not forget. 30 minutes have passed, and we all just simply sat together, drank and talked. Bree did most of the entertainment while the guys just listened to her, occasionally stated their opinions. They asked me some questions too, but I never gave too details. Instead, I was hiding my unvarnished face behind my non-alcoholic drink, apple juice. I didn't feel comfortable telling them about me yet. Yet with a T. Oh yeah, it's getting hype up in here. Another 30 minutes. We were happily dancing to some hip-hop music I've never heard before and unsure if I will ever like it on the couch. Dancing on this like little children having a sleepover party. Laughing, jumping, and feeling every little impulse of joy in our entire body. Forgetting about our problems, all our pain. Another 30 minutes later, I found myself on the couch alone with Paul, surprisingly not minding it. The second we had entered the house, his altitude towards me had changed 180 degrees. Bree and John had made their way to the back of the room and to Paul's bed, having their own private conversation. What made you come to America, Avery? Even though Paul sits on the other side of the couch and the lights was dim, I can see his shiny blue eyes focusing on me. They make me feel calm and happy. Avery? Right as he asked me the question, I got lost in those eyeballs. I could give him the same long, boring, detailed answer about experience in another culture, meeting new people, and improving my English skills, but instead I chose to be honest for the first time. I needed a change, I whispered my cup before I wasn't sure about his reaction. That's really brave, man. Just to leave your home like that, you know? Maybe. No, I didn't know that. We talked a little more about how I wasn't lucky, ended up in a crappy town, about how this is the first time hanging out with people, which led to the topic I actually tried to avoid. But Paul looks at me with so much patience and interest. He actually wants to hear my story, and my lips are chapped. My chest starts to feel warm, and my smile forms on my lips. It's extremely easy to talk to him. I'm sorry about bringing you into an uncomfortable situation earlier. It wasn't fair. As well as Bree and John ending up on the other side of the room together. I wonder what it's like to kiss Paul. That's pretty gross. I suddenly started blushing, kissing him. That's gross. And he can read my mind. He blushes as well. I'm sorry that I called you rude. You seem like a really nice guy. Then let me be the last of your worries. And I gave you every reason to call me rude. This time I chuckled. But why exactly were you so rude to me? Was it because of the football game? No. The truth is that I thought you were interested in John. It annoyed me, I guess. We talked for a little longer and somehow ended up snuggling with each other under a blanket. It's Special alert scene. It's not going to look exactly the same because this is the way how I changed the way how they look. So yeah, something is on the TV, but I have no clue what. All I'm concentrated on is the way Paul has wrapped his arm around me. How gently he pets my hair. Them light blue eyes wander and look into mine. With your green eyeballs, I just met him, but it feels like I've known him forever. You're not alone, Avery, he whispered while tugging a strand of my hair behind my ear. Boys had always given me a feeling that I'm ordinary. Somehow nobody wants to be. Do we all imagine ourselves as a main character in a movie? Well, I was always one of the side characters. No less, I was a background character. That sounds pretty sad. Thank you. I stopped right there. I didn't know what to say. What would be equally meaningful as what he has said? I'm sure he feels lonely. He softly stroked my cheek while pulling me even closer to him. I felt his hand move up my neck. I can't read. I felt his hand move up my shoulder and my neck. It made a long shiver ran down my spine. Lord Jesus. Scared the heck out of me. Sorry to interrupt, but Bree's gotta go home. It's respectful. I looked into John's eyes, seeing something I haven't seen before. Regret. Look at this girl face. Ew, it's a dog. Oh, it's the end of the episode. Why is it so loud? So this is the end of the episode and the end of the video. So, would you like to know your points? Yes. This is the end of the episode, but we're gonna finish this right here. But after this, it's gonna be the end of the episode and the end of the video too. So let's look at our points. Confidence, 2 out of 4 points. Nice. John points, 1 out of 4. Japan's 1 out of 1. You have so far been on her good side. Paul points, you have 3 out of 3 points. Awesome. I'm glad you like him. Breeze points, you have 1 out of 2 points. Wait, John, I have 1 out of 4 points. Oh, Lord. It doesn't even matter. Follow Instagram. I already follow you. But this is going to be the end of the episode right here. Stay tuned for the next episode if you want to watch it. I'm going to post it sometime. Subscribe, like the video, and I hope you stay tuned for the next video. Peace.